Guys, welcome to Smack Talk Wrestling News, and we're going to give you a quick news update coming from the world of WWE. That's right, pretty much let's start with the biggest news. The dead man has risen and he shall be having a casket match against Rusev. That's right, we're literally going to see WWE bury Rusev even more. How do I feel about this? I got mixed feelings. I'm a Rusev fan, I'm an Undertaker fan. It's exciting to see a casket match. We haven't seen one in years, and seeing Rusev take on such a big star is great for him. But do I really want to see Rusev get buried again? Literally this time though, against a legend like The Undertaker. Who knows, they could have an absolutely stellar match, but it's really exciting. Other news come. You might have noticed there's a bit of a jump. That's why, while mid-editing this bloody video, The Undertaker Rusev match, which I was just about to talk about, has been changed. It's just breaking news which came through my bloody phone. That Undertaker will not be taking on Rusev. He will be taking on the man himself, Chris Jericho, who was in the video later on. But yes, the Rusev Undertaker match has been changed to Chris Jericho taking on the dead man, the Undertaker, in a casket match. Hell yes, this is more like it. Hell, the greatest Royal Rumble feels more like WrestleMania than WrestleMania feels like WrestleMania. What the hell? What the hell, WWE? But yeah, there you go. That's the news. I'm gonna pop that in this scene now where I was talking about Rusev versus Undertaker. But there you go. From the greatest Royal Rumble is that Brock Lesnar re-signed a new WWE contract, so he won't be leaving anytime soon, and one of his first matches in his new contract will be against Roman Reigns in a steel cage match for the WWE Universal title. How do I feel about this? This is pointless match again. We don't after WrestleMania, where the fans were literally booing "This is boring" and chanting it makes no sense. It makes no sense from a fan's perspective. That why would we want to see Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar power out when we know that Brock Lesnar's definitely going to win that again? Another bit of a big announcement from WWE for the greatest Royal Rumble is that Chris Jericho will be returning to take part in it. This is the first time we've seen Chris Jericho since Raw 25, and I'm really excited. I definitely think he's going to get one of the biggest pops we could see from a superstar. I think Undertaker's probably going to get the biggest pop, but let's be honest, Jericho's definitely up there at legend status now. And I think that a lot of fans, because we've just recently seen Undertaker at WrestleMania, and because we haven't seen Jericho in quite some time, it could be really exciting. Other news which is hitting the world of WWE is obviously we had the big announcement on Raw that Paige had retired, and it was a big surprise. She'd only been wrestling for the company on the main roster for 4 years. For me, it's one of the most shocking retirements. We kind of reported on it a few months back. Then obviously, you know, there was no announcement, there was nothing from WWE. So a lot of people are saying, well, it's not true. Obviously, you know, they wouldn't keep on script. They would make her retire, like they made Edge retire, like they made Daniel Bryan retired. No, they had her on screen quite a lot. And then obviously after WrestleMania, she admitted she has to retire. And then obviously the next night we get to see Paige again as the new general manager. So yeah, a bit of a breaking news ×2. Yeah, Paige has returned to WWE in some way as a GM of SmackDown Live, which is great. I know there's a lot of people in and out and thinking, will this work, will this not work, who knows? But for me personally, I would rather keep her on TV, where she is a good talker. She is one of the best female talkers in the company. She can play a great babyface, she can play a great heel, and I think she's definitely got a lot to learn from Shane O'Mac on a TV role where she's not going to be the main focus. She's going to try and focus the attentions to the superstars, but I think she can definitely do it. But yeah, I'm really excited to see how they progress Paige now as a GM. I think she's going to do well. I know a lot of people are a bit reluctant to have her as new SmackDown GM, but I think give her time, she'll definitely be one of the best. But one of her first roles, which is going to be on our next talking point, is that she will be overlooking the Superstar Shakeup. That's right, next week on Raw and SmackDown. It's a 2-night event where we will be seeing superstars mix it up from both Raw and SmackDown. For me personally, I was hoping we would get a draft. I think a draft fits better. You could definitely do that on Raw. Just make it a massive big event. Have both teams of Raw and SmackDown on the show, and then do it that way. You know, I do miss the draft more than I miss the shake-up. I think the shake-ups, it's interesting, but for me, the last time they did this, it was a bit like, oh yeah, we got Jinder Mahal on SmackDown, and then we got Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn. You know, I think SmackDown last time got some of the bigger turnovers. Alexa Bliss went to Raw obviously last time. The Miz, Dean Ambrose, they all went to Raw. They were the big names. Bray Wyatt went to Raw. But what could we see? Could we see a lot more influxes of the bigger names from SmackDown going over, yet more mid-carders going over to SmackDown Live? Who knows? I'm desperately hoping that AJ Styles stays on SmackDown. I know there's a lot of people who want to see him on Raw now, but I think if he went to Raw, he could really struggle and be pushed down the pecking order on there, while on SmackDown he's literally the alpha. He's the big guy on the show. He's the guy who built the show. So we'll have to wait and see. And there you go, guys. That's all the news which is coming out from WWE. Obviously this is a bit late than everyone else has already reported on this, but this is when I can do these videos, so I do appreciate you guys are really patient, and you do like my videos, so I do appreciate everything you guys do for the channel. If you do want to like and subscribe to the channel, please do. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, you can do. I'm at Boise88. And if you want to follow the channel itself, we're at Smack Talk YouTube. That's right, Smack Talk U and Tube. And I'll see you guys next time on the next Smack Talk Wrestling News.